guys, welcome to Unbiased Rugby. So today I'm going to be talking about my favourite backs for the Rugby World Cup. No particular order. Be nice to know who your favourite backs are for the Rugby World Cup. What I've tried to do is I've just taken 8 top sides that I see probably the traditional tier 1 sides, and I've chosen a player from each of those sides that I really like and I'm looking forward to seeing, and I think does something special for that specific team. And but it'd be really nice to see what your opinions are, who your favourite side players are, who you're looking forward to the most, and then just putting that down in the comments. So first off, I've got Stuart Hogg from Scotland, probably one of my favourite players. I saw him play against South Africa a little while ago, and I thought the guy's just absolutely amazing. He's probably got the highest caps of all the players that I've chosen. He plays from the back. Really dynamic, great vision, just an exciting player to watch. Sometimes he can have a few brain farts, but yeah, still one of my favourite players in the Scottish side. And I think he's pretty key to Scotland's success at the World Cup. I think he's really rock solid at the back. And but what are your opinions on Stuart Hogg? Do you think he's an important player for Scotland? I think he is. The next player is Damien Penaud from France. Very young, still only 22, 13 caps. But I've watched him play really exciting on the wing. I think he creates great opportunities. And as a traditional finisher, I think he's really up there. And I think the France side have improved over the last couple of weeks. They're not the same side they were 2 years ago. I think they're going to be a threat at the World Cup. They're going to upset a few teams. I know they're in the pool with Argentina and England. But yeah, this is probably one of my favourite players to watch from France. Next, Jacob Stockdale from Ireland. Also a very young player, but it seems like he's been playing for quite a while. 21 caps for an outside back is still fairly low. But compared to some of the outside, not outside backs, back line. No, outside backs is correct. But yeah, real scoring machine, right place at the right time. I think he pretty much has a great balance between being quite physically big and has speed, loads of speed to burn. But yeah, this last weekend watching him score those tries, right place, right time, and that's what you want from a finisher, like the Makazola and Pimpis, the George Bridges. These are the kind of players that need to be there at the right place at the right time. I think for Ireland, I think he's absolutely incredible. Next player is Liam Williams from Wales. I saw him play for Saracens, and I just thought, wow, what an amazing player. And he takes that same kind of skill level across to Wales. The guy's absolutely incredible. I think he's probably the oldest of the players that I've chosen. Not the biggest player in the world, but that 87 kilogram doesn't seem correct. That's what I got from Wikipedia, but I have a feeling he's a little bit bigger than that. But yeah, 58 caps. Rock solid player. Wales have to have him in the back. He creates opportunities. I know they got North on the other side, but I just think Liam Williams is the complete package when it comes to as a back. Next, from New Zealand, I've got Anton Leonard-Brown. He's got 38 caps, but most of those caps are from the bench. But I think he's reached that point where I'd probably have him as a starter. Inside of Ryan Crotty, I think he's exceptional. Ryan Crotty is another one of my favourite players. But with the New Zealand side, there were so many players to choose from. Ryan Crotty, Siva Rees, George Bridge. But for me, the most exciting back that they have is Anton Leonard-Brown. I just think he can play in every single position. I prefer him at 13, but I've seen him play everywhere. He could probably play one of the loose forwards if he needed to be. Exceptional rugby player. And he's got a really long career ahead of him. At 24, with 38 caps, if he stays fit, I see him being one of the Centurions for the All Blacks. Get to South Africa. My top player is Lukhanya Arm. Even though he's only got 9 caps, he's absolutely essential to the South African defensive system. He plays at 13 outside centre, probably one of the best 13s currently out there. From a defensive point of view, from an attack point of view, he understands space and he understands lines, and he understands the pictures that appear in front of him, and very smart rugby player. He has had a few injury concerns with only 9 caps at 25. But yeah, he's absolutely essential to the Springbok cause. Look, there were a lot of players I could have chosen as my favourite players: Sabun Corsi, Cheslin Colby, Makazole Mpimpi. These are all great finishers, but for me, the key person for the Springboks is Lukhanyo Am. Going across to Australia, Samu Kerevi, probably my informed 12 in the world. Yeah, you could have, there were lots of 12s that you could choose from, but when we're looking at the Rugby Championship, even from Super Rugby, absolutely essential to the Australian cause. It's big, powerful, gets over the gain line, and absolutely essential for the Wallabies. They absolutely need him because they just don't have that same kind of, they've got some big ball carriers, but they just don't have the ball carrier that can offload and get over the advantage line or the gain line and offload. So yeah, for me, absolutely key to Australia. Then we get to England. England's quite difficult because a lot of the players I don't like their attitude, but they're exceptional players like Owen Farrell. Who's the wingman? Also exceptional finisher. But for me, my favourite player, I watched him play at Exeter, is Jack Noel. I know he's injured and we're probably not going to see him until the knockouts, and I'm sure England will make it through the knockouts, but Jack Noel is an absolutely exceptional winger. I just think he creates things from nothing. With Kokinasinga and sorry guys, I can't remember the other outside wing, and I should remember his name, because Johnny May. Jack Noel, I just think, is a complete package. I think he's completely also understands space. He's also with that Exeter kind of the dominant kind of player. But yeah, for me, he's my favorite player from England. So just to recap, we've got Stuart Hogg from Scotland, Damien Penaud from France, Jacob Stockdale from Ireland, Liam Williams from Wales, Anton Linnett-Brown from the All Blacks, Lukhanyo Am from the Springboks, Samu Kerevi from the Wallabies, and Jack Noel from England. But listen guys, that's who I'm looking forward to seeing at the World Cup. Yeah, maybe they're not the best players in the world, and they're not going to they're not your favourite player, but please put down in your comments who you think are the best players, the best backs that you're looking for, maybe one from each country. And then, we can have a super nice discussion about it. But these are the players that I'm looking forward to seeing at the World Cup. But listen, guys, I hope you guys have an absolutely wonderful week. And I think it's 10 days to go or 11 days to go to the World Cup. Can't wait. Chat soon. Cheers. Bye.